All right, it looks like we're live. And the craziest part is I didn't even check my mic to find out what we were. Now, look, I know y'all have not seen me in a while, but trust me, I've been here. I've been behind the scenes working on different projects. And I want to address something today that's very dear to my heart because guess what? I'm like, what is it now? 8 years into retirement because the fact that Social Security pushed my retirement age up from 65 to 67. Although I've been a person who's never believed in depending on Social Security for retirement, I just thought I'd put that in there. So theoretically, I guess I've been retired since 65. But I want to ask the question: who do you know that's retired and struggling? Okay. I want you to think about that one because it's very important. A lot of times, retirees are overlooked. It's like we see them and we don't see them at the same time. Running out of money in retirement is a legitimate fear today. Why? Because more people are living longer. If you've just been watching the news, you know that what I'm saying is true. I don't have to even go into statistics, but it's a reality. Okay. I've been blessed so far to outlive my father and my grandfather. And by the way, all my father's brothers. I've outlived them at the age of 75. Right? Do I plan on being here at 95? That's my goal. Okay. As long as God blesses me to be healthy, I will be here. So, what does that mean? Just like many others, I need money also at the same time. Okay. To do the things that I want to do that makes retirement not just livable, but enjoyable. That's a big word. Okay. Now, about 10,000 baby boomers turn 65 every day. At the same time, they're also counting their savings and taking stock of their fears. Now, you might say, well, why is that? That's because a lot of people work from day to day. They're not planning for the future. Now, keep in mind, I was in the financial planning industry for like 32 years. Now, I was fortunate enough to work with young military people. Okay. But a number of people, they're out there and they're not really taking stock of the fact that one day they will be of retirement age also. And then what? Okay. So only 24% of those surveyed were very confident that they will be able to retire and live comfortably. And 42% said their biggest concern was outliving their retirement savings and investment. Let me say this up front because I think it's very important. No one wants to be a burden on their children or grandchildren. But as long as God allows us to walk this earth, we want to live in a respectable lifestyle. Okay. And that, I don't mean sitting around counting the days until you pass away. That's exactly not what I'm talking about. So, how much money does the average retired person have? Now, the survey on the whole found that Americans have grown their personal savings by 10% from 65,900 in 2020 to 73,100 in 2021. What's more, the average retirement savings have increased by a reasonable 13% from 87,500 to 98,800. Now, just think about this. If you're retiring at age, let's say you're retiring at age 65, okay? And let's round it up and say you have $100,000 saved up. That's $100,000 saved up. Now, the money you have saved, you're supposed to be able to live on a percentage of that. Okay. Now that would be very comfortable if that was 9,888,000. Okay, or 800. Yeah, nine. Let's say it was even 988,000. Right? That'd be good. If it was $1,000,000, it'd be better. Then you could say, well, maybe at 5 to 10%, well, let's say even at 10%, that's $100,000 a year. You definitely could live a very comfortable retirement at that. But how many people reach retirement age, have $1,000,000 sitting somewhere, and they're able to get 10% interest on their money? Okay, well, guess what? Not very many at all. I mean, we're talking about reality. Who do you know that's retired? An example, works as a Walmart greeter, works as a night guard somewhere, that's babysitting, cleaning offices. There's a number of people out there that are fighting for survival. And Social Security, that's a joke. Okay. Example, let's say they give you a 3% raise every year. I think this year was 4.2. Inflation is running between 8 and 9%. So that means that raise they gave me won't even match up with inflation. So that means I can't buy the same items this year as I could last year. All right. So, and even though it's a primary source of retirement income, for many, 73% are concerned Social Security will not be there for them when they retire. Now, what you're going to have to do to get the answer to that, you're going to do some Googling and you find out that there's supposed to be a certain amount of people retired for every 100 people working. The ratio has been off for years. Okay, that's why it keeps getting subsidized by the government, which I think it was within the last couple of years. So we have a serious problem as far as will even Social Security be there for the people who, let's say, are even in their 50s right now? Will it be there? Okay, big froggy, big question mark. My German slipping. I'm sorry. So look, everyone wants to live a long, happy life. Keeping the happy in there depends at least in part on having enough money. Okay, we're back to that thing. Now remember, money is a tool to be used to enjoy life. Okay, so some people say that money is evil. No, money's not evil. People are evil. Money is used for good things. The good news is that people are living longer than ever before. So it's widely recommended you plan for at least a 30-year retirement. That means planning to still be living in your 90s. Okay. And living in Europe, guess what? That's a normal thing. You see it very often. So it's never too late to work with a team of experts to work on income shifting. Now, I know some of you, when I said that income shifting, you look at me like income shifting. So, that your present and retirement income is enough, not just to survive, but to enjoy life. So that leads to the question that we have to talk about your money right now in the present, but then at the same time, living the same lifestyle that you're used to while you're working after your retirement. Because we know that, working for 40 years and retiring on 40% of your paycheck is just not going to make it. And as you have seen, Social Security is not going to make it either. So what do we do? What's the solution? Okay. Income shifting. Now, a lot of you are saying again, well, what's that? So let me say this. If you'd like to find out what thousands are finding out every week, and I mean that thousands are finding out week, message me and let's talk about it and see if I can't give you enough facts for you to be able to shift your monies that you can have a long and comfortable lifestyle. All right. So look, do me a favor. I pray that you got something out of this. So give me a like, but not just like, how about sharing it? Okay. You also find this on YouTube. You find it on my Facebook page, which of course is called Let's Talk About It. Okay. Different places you can find me. So again, like, share. And if you have grandparents, right, that are about to retire or retiring, or yourself, if you're within, let's say, 15 years of retirement, 20 years of retirement, then you might want to take a look at it even for you. All right. So make sure, again, if you got grandparents, somebody's retired, you make sure they get to see this video. All right. So look, love you and see you on the next one. Oh, by the way, before I go, very important, I'm going to do a series. All right. So just follow me for the next week, Monday through Friday, and I'm going to try to make it around lunch hours and everybody can check in at the same time. All right. God bless. I'm out. Have a good one. See you tomorrow, 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time.